Name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Honorable teacher and my respected listeners, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adil Afzal, and the topic of my presentation is terrorism. Although terrorism is the vast topic and time does not permit me to discuss it all, so I will focus on three major steps: how terrorism started in Pakistan, its effects, and measures to control it. Starting with the definition of terrorism, terrorism is calculated use of violence to create a general climate of fear in a population and to bring about a particular political objective. The first point that I am raising is how terrorism started in Pakistan. Terrorism in Pakistan mainly originated during the Soviet-Afghan War in 1980s. Mujahideen was trained in the name of jihad by American CIA and other Western intelligence to fight a proxy war against Soviet forces in Afghanistan. But Mujahideen were not disarmed after the war ended, and these Mujahideen found safe places in tribal areas of Pakistan like KPK and Balochistan. After the event of 9/11, both internal and external funded terrorists started terrorism activities in Pakistan in the name of Islam, as Pakistan was playing the role of frontline state against terrorism. Bombing in public places designed to cause maximum casualties was the major method applied, and the main target was the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. During this period, the economy led revolution in Iran deepened the fault lines between the Sunni Gulf and Shiite Iran. This conflict was played out through proxy terrorist outfit within the borders of Pakistan, shedding each other's blood from Kurm Agency to Karachi. Second step of my presentation is effect of terrorism in Pakistan. Terrorism increased government expenditure because the government must spend more on security issues to maintain law and order in the country. This reallocation of government resources decreases expenditure on social sector development such as health and education. It will decrease economic growth. In turn, high government expenditure on security offsets terrorism by improving the law and order situation, which will decrease both domestic and foreign investments. It will also decrease economic growth. The third and the last step of my presentation is how to control terrorism in Pakistan. The Pakistan government has taken a series of measures to combat terrorism. For example, websites that use hate speech or call for violence or discrimination are taken down. The counter-terrorism alert system warns the government and key sectors about terrorist threats. The Pakistan Air Force monitor airspace around the clock. Special units from the armed forces and the police collaborate in the Special Intervention Service. This service arrests and detains those suspected of terrorist offenses. In the most extreme cases, it eliminates them. The police monitor people who may pose a terrorist threats. The government has taken measures to combat terrorist financing. The intelligence and security service have increased their capabilities. The last step is the national terrorist list is used to keep a record of individuals and organizations involved in terrorist activities. The assets of these individuals and organizations are frozen. Thank you.